Good morning from a very sleepy face. It's about 9 a.m. and I'm sitting here in my cute little hallway in The Hague. It's the last Saturday that I'm actually going to be spending here because I'm moving back to the woods for a while next Wednesday. But tonight I'm playing a show at Paard. And I thought I'll take you with me for that, and I'll just vlog my day a little bit, share how that works and how that goes. I've always played with bands and with a duo, and I've made a solo show now. It's not gonna be for that long because I'm gonna be working with dancers from July on, but I'm just trying to get super comfortable with my new technical setup and also work on my live show as like a solo performer, which really takes something different, and I'm learning a lot when it comes to carrying the energy in a room. A lot of deep conversation this early. Actually, 9 a.m. is not that early for me, but I went to a really cool Sven Rotske concert last night and I got home at 2 a.m. So I'm a little bit tired, and also I was in my fabulous going to the theater mood, and I actually really decreased my intake of alcohol the last few months, also because I'm training a lot. But yesterday I had more drinks than I maybe would have been wise. So I'm feeling it. Anyways, I'm gonna put some ice on my face and then I'm gonna go and get a bakfiets. So while I'm putting some ice on my face, this is the deal for today. The idea was gonna be that my manager was gonna come by car and pick me up with my gear, right? But he had a family emergency and so he can't come. And all of my friends who have cars are on vacation, or they have another show that they're going to or whatever. So I have to do it all by myself today. Julian is also on tour. So that's never actually happened before. I'm just thinking, like last weekend I also did all this setting up by myself, but like my parents were there and they gave me a ride. I was chauffeured. Oh, this feels so... It's just ice, but it feels really nice. And you feel blah. Anyways, so I have a friend who has a bakfiets, and she was so kind to lend it out to me. So that's what I'm gonna do first thing this morning, is go and pick up that bakfiets, see how much fits in it and how many times I have to go back and forth to Paardcafé. Paardcafé is not far from here. We're like, let's see. It's like 3 blocks down, so I think that'll be alright. Okay guys, I got the bike. Thank you, Monique. Alright, so one thing I do to drink less alcohol is to make myself a ginger shot. I sometimes buy it, but I try to make it myself because it's cheaper and super easy. So I'm gonna do that now because then I'll have something to energize me. I just really love the taste of ginger. It gives me like a boost. A good chunk of ginger. I have some very kind of sad looking limes, and I have some frozen blueberries. Okay, so I just got the bicycle. And actually while I was driving, it's an electric cargo bike. And while I was driving it, I was like, wait, what if I would make my setup like easier to take with me? What I was wondering is, okay, wait. So look, the rack that I have is this one. I think it's about 17 kilos or something. And it's a big baby, as you can see. They're super convenient because they have wheels. They're super safe. I also actually have a smaller version of this one, which I used to use when I was still playing my setup with Julian. But the only thing is that my wireless mic and my wireless in-ear receivers just didn't fit in there. But I'm debating if maybe I can give one of the wireless things up, so maybe my wireless mic, and then also have the smaller suitcase, so that, because I think if I would have that and a place provides like keyboard stands and everything, then I would be able to bring everything on my own, also on the train. Yeah, that's always the thing. It's like, how far do you want to go with being independent, or should I just plan stuff better so I always have help? I don't know. What's the right answer? Because I kind of want to just... It would feel pretty cool to just be able to bring everything on my back. And with this one, that's just impossible. It has wheels, so you can take it, obviously, but because it's quite heavy and so big, and especially when I'm also carrying like my guitar and all of the cables and extra gear, you cannot walk like a kilometer with it. I guess you could, but you'd have to be the Hulk. To add a pop of color. Oh, the cable's not in there. Okay, I'll just push it through a sieve. Who needs a juicer? Look. Just push it through the sieve with a spoon. Now the most exciting part. Eee! Oh my god, I only dripped like a little bit. That's 97 out of 100. Well done! So, this is my ginger shot. Look how much that makes. I feel like I paid like for half this amount, I paid 60 euros the other day. Crazy. Taste test. Woo! Sour! Okay, what I'm gonna add some electrolytes. Actually, it's easier if I put it in my bottle. The creatine for the muscles to schlep all of the gear downstairs. Did you see that? Wow, really giving you my most chaotic fray. Woo! Okay, I'm gonna add a splash of water. Shake. That's delicious. All right, see you later. Okay, I'm just trying out my outfit. What do you think of this? I just got off a phone call with Yuri, my life director. He's a great actor. He's done a lot of comedy as well. And he just really knows how to build a show. He just looks at it from the audience perspective, and that is like so invaluable to me, because as a musician, you're just so focused also on like your craft and making sure everything sounds good and all the things that are also super important, of course, but like what the entire experience is like, he just keeps his focus on that. And I don't know, it's just so, because I make a set list here for every show. I also started like writing out my announcements and stuff. I don't say them literally exactly how I write them down, but just so that I know exactly where I want to say something and where I want to connect the songs musically. And yeah, Yuri is just such a star at helping me visualize it, get into focus. Like, I'm just so grateful for him, and I just feel really, really supported right now, because he just takes time out of his day to coach me and help me prepare, and it's just, I feel so, so, so grateful. Yuri, if you're watching this, I love you! Thank you. I just woke up from a nap. I thought, since I'm doing everything alone today, I better have some energy. So since I didn't sleep a lot last night, I thought maybe this would be a good investment. So I slept for about 30 minutes or so. So now it's 3:30. Time to get ready. I'm gonna take a shower, get dressed, fix the final things in my setup, do some vocal warm-ups, tidy my house a little bit before I leave, and then get things into gear. Let's see if I can ride this buckfiets, this bike with some heavy gear in it. Yeah, so exciting. All right. Okay, ready to go. Woo. Ronde 1. Eerste lading afgeleverd. Op naar de volgende. Woe! De tweede ronde. Oké, ik zit heel erg te twijfelen over of ik wel of niet mijn windblower meeneem. Een fan. Wat handig, wat handig, wat handig. Alright, het zit erin. Oké, ik krijg mijn fan niet mee helaas, maar boeien. Als ik een kleinere rack heb, zou dit eigenlijk gewoon best wel passen. So I just got home. Soundcheck worked out perfectly, which is great. I biked twice to get all the stuff there. The bike didn't get stolen. I'm on a roll. I have an hour before I have to get back. It's about 8:15 and I start at 9:30. So I'm gonna do a little bit of exercise so that I get my heart rate up a little bit. Because I felt I need to... Sometimes it helps to run or whatever the same day of a show or do some HIIT, because I don't know, for me it feels like it increases my lung capacity on the day, or reminds my lungs of, oh, they can go this big. So if I'll start dancing on stage and whatever, there's also nice stairs there which I can use, but at the moment I'm feeling like I get out of breath kind of fast. So I think I just have to warm up a little bit more. And then I'm still a little bit hungry. I had only soup today. That might explain it. And egg. So maybe I think I have bread with peanut butter. That's kind of it. Broodje pindakaas, let's go. I'm gonna get dressed and play my set. See you there. Okay, it's 20 minutes till showtime. I don't know if you can see it, but I brought my fan so that in case there's no one there, I have no fans in The Hague. When that turns out, I'll have my fan, have one fan. All right, last minutes before I go on stage. Very ugly green room. Anyways, because it's in a cellar. I'm gonna get my dressed clothes. Maybe I'll just ask someone in the audience to do it. Just gonna breathe for a second.
En ik wil vluchten, maar verdoven werkt maar even. En ik wil vluchten, en zo kan ik niet leven, gebogen door gebrek.
Done. All right, gonna load up the bike again. Okay, just got home with the first batch. Okay, I'm gonna start carrying. Yay! I'm gonna be so strong. Second round, first batch. There's a really beautiful moon. Look at this. Whoop, whoop. This is where my bike is. And these are all the stairs. And I need a walk. There we go. Ik bedenk me net dat ik morgen ook nog een workout class heb geboekt. Zin in! Almost there. Almost there. I did it. I got home. I expect miracles. It's so funny how my brain is already like, it wasn't that special, blah 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 blah, negative self-talk. Boo. I'm home. I'm home. I survived. Alright, so. Sorry, I can't talk. Is this still good? I think so. Alright, evaluation. This is way too much butter. Oopsie. Actually, it's one of my guilty pleasures. A lot of butter, a lot of peanut butter, very little bread. Alright, so that was kind of fun. Alright, so I'm just gonna share all of my thoughts with you because I just want to give you a realistic insight into what this life's like. It's funny, I just saw this video the other day of Becca Stevens. She's one of my favorite singer-songwriters. And a few years ago, she was like a mentor for me. Did quite a few songwriting lessons and she helped me with my family album, We Rise. And she was on her way to a gig somewhere downtown New York, I think. And she had like all of her guitars and stuff on her back, and she was like, in my, what seemed normal in my teens and 20s, feels so weird in my 30s, kind of like what kind of job this is, you know, like just doesn't feel like a real job or like a normal job. It just feels so absurd. Maybe you're also watching this and you're just like, this is such a weird life. And it is. It is a weird life. And it's different at every stage you're at. But yeah, I don't know. I can take a nap in the middle of the day, but also then carrying like maybe in total 50 kilos of gear up 6 flights of stairs and down 6 flights of stairs and to play a concert for 25 people or something, which is just like so strange. What were the wins? So what was really cute is that a fan of mine, I think she's like 16, I met her at a climate protest and she had a sign with my lyrics on there of Overmorgen, one of my songs. It was so cute and I don't know, I felt so sweet and made something that like really means something for someone. And she was there today and she could sing like all the words to my Dutch songs. She was there with her dad and they were just so sweet and they were like singing along and I was just like, ah, so cute. I guess the challenge for me was that there were not like a lot of people or a lot of people that know my music really well and they were like enthusiastic but especially afterwards, you know what I mean? I kind of made the mistake of, or I see it as a mistake. It was like after the first song, I had already decided first I'm gonna play a song and then I'm gonna ask people to come forward, because usually when it's not very busy, people are kind of hanging out in the back or like sitting down or whatever. But you want people closer, right? Especially if it's not very full. So I said, hey, please come a little closer, or you can come a little closer. Yeah, please do, or something. Instead of everyone come to the front, you know, like something like that. Maybe that sounds like the same thing, but I think I was a little bit too hesitant in my energy so that people are not doing what they didn't move. So I was just like, so for the last song, I got everyone to the front. I got them all to sing, which was cool. But yeah, it was just like I just really feel like that's an energy thing. And that's something that I'm really like learning. It's like, how do you command a crowd? How do you, because like the introvert part of my brain is like, who am I to tell you what to do? You know what I mean? But people want to be entertained. So when I'm on that stage, I should take charge in that way. So that's just one of the things that's going on in my brain. But what else? So that's also like another thing of playing solo, that those kind of things you really have to learn, because if I were playing with a band, I would just kind of lean on my band more, like just make the party on the stage. But like when you're on your own, I mean, I make a party on the stage with myself as well. But you need that exchange with your audience. You cannot just put up a fourth wall or whatever. You need to engage them and pull them, and especially if people can't scream along every song or whatever, like you're still kind of showing them who you are, or you're like showing them something new and they're just like checking it out. It's a skill to learn. Okay, so another win is that the setup that I have right now just works really good. Like, I got there, the sound man was like, what can I do? I'm bored. But he also said, wow, I wish every singer had this, or every band. It's just so easy. It's just like 6 channels out. It's already mixed pretty well. Like, you always have to do some EQing because every room is different, of course, but it saves so much time. I could run through my entire set. I'm set up in 12 minutes. I've timed myself. And basically then I'm ready. I could just do the whole set without a sound check if I would need to. I used my sound check as like a PA rehearsal because I haven't been able to do that yet a lot. So I'm usually working like just with what I hear in my in-ears, but it's very useful to have PA rehearsals. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this little insight into my life. Of course, it's not like this every time. This is the first time I've done this whole thing by myself, and also without a car. Is it true that it's the first time? Yeah, I think without a car for sure. I have done this by myself, but not without a car. So, thank you for tagging along. I hope it was interesting. And I'm sending you much love. Good night. I forgot one final part of the process, and that's unwinding. So what I'm gonna do is watch Sex and the City for one episode. Maybe 2. It's already 12:30, but I need to calm down. And then I'm gonna go to bed and then go to my workout class at 11. All right, and then we get back to it. Love you.